Hi, this is Abhinay. This is the video for the technology exercise number 5, JavaScript for DOM elements and events. The first question is to write a function that accepts a string as a parameter and find the longest word within the string. In order to create it, my query is my program is this script language. I've just created a function for longest word and just pass the parameter called str, and then I've just created the str is equal to string of replacer. The parameter between a to z and small capital A to z and small a to z. I'm just given the space, and then var of max of it is equal to 0 and max of length is equal to 0. Setting a max of offset of 0 within set to 0. Let's creating an for var of I is equal to 0, and if I of string of length, then it should be within I of less than I of string length and I plus plus. I'm just saying if string of I is equal to null, I'm saying offset is equal to I plus 1. If I of I minus the word of offset plus 1 is greater than max length, I'm saying max offset is equal to max word offset, and then I'm saying max length is equal to 1 minus word offset plus 1. And then this time returning the value return str of substring is equal to return the max offset, max offset, and then the max length of one. And then I'm just saying I'm just again creating a function called the function the text uploaded to the source, and then document dot get element id by just giving the get element value output. I'm just giving the value the longest word and the source of the value, and then the substitute is closed, and then I'm just creating a body. They enter the text input is equal to text, and then getting the value from the user, and then output is equal to text dot uploaded function is called by the largest value is given out. The second question is to create the is also BMA calculator. In order to create the BMA calculator, I've used a thing called BMA calculate BMA. So I'm just to get heading. I'm just given calculator body mass index. So and then I created a field set. Want to get the weight and the height of the particular user. I'm just using input is called text, and then height is equal to weight and height, and one button to on the button to get the value. And next, want to produce output UBMI is this one, and it directly goes to function called the calculate function, where the height is equal to I'm just converting in the pass float of the document get element by height, and height of value, and then we get the weight pass into of float is equal to document get element by id of weight or getting the value. Next step is using the formula BMI is equal to weight divided by height into height. This is the formula, and then this is going to calculate whether it is a underweight, normal, or abuser. Next, if the BMI is less than 80, I'm just going to print it is a underweight. When the BMI is between 8 and 25, I'm just going to print it is normal, and then and the BMI is between 25 to 30, I'm just going to print it whether it's abuse. And then and the BMI is getting 30, then also I'm going to just print it as a abuser. The third question is to cover gardening. We must produce, if the user is going to give some rows and columns, we must arrange them in a particular rows and columns of them. So for the flower garden, I'm just going to get the input from the user using rows and columns. For that, I'm just going to create two text boxes called text boxes, and this named is rows and columns, and the on a button is created where its value is grow, and then the plant garden it just shows how it's planted, and in the JavaScript code I'm just going to create a function called grow, and then create an array of two images and new rows of APG and rows of APG, and then it is converting the value it's getting the value from the rows and the columns in the upper bound and lower bound. I'm just that's storing a random values, so using math of random into upper bound plus lower bound, so this produce a value and so it in the number, and then using for loop to execute this in rows and columns, so that for I is equal to 0, if I is doesn't equal to number, and then just executes the talk mode get element by id by garden, and the inner HTML is equal to particular image, but the image will be displayed in then with the height is setup. The next question is to is this the weight in nature periodic data. I'm just going to get the values. Whether you want to convert in kgs into lb or lb to kg. In order to get that, first I'm just creating a text box and name this id, and then select id is equal to from this kg, and it's giving two options of whether one is kg and this kg to lb, and the second option is to create a lb to kg, and then and not to and click button just creating on click is equal to convert, and then just it calls the calculate function. It is call the convert function, and the value is calculated for the particular button, and then the span is equal to answer. This creates the script is a create function for convert. You just get value from the user. So var of index is equal to doc mode get element by id is equal to from the form from dot selected index particular var selected index get the value. The same before this also. Next, what if the index is one, if the index is 0 or 1, if the case is equal to 0, the current into it is just going to ask, it's going to multiply it into 0.015, and then it's going to store in current bar. So it will display as a document of get element by id is equal to my number, then HTML is equal to current dot to precision, particular position of 4 this is display, and then if the case is equal to 2, in case it's equal to 1, next it is what it's going to do, it's going to multiply with 61.12, and it's going to save it in current. The same way it's going to display the value bar. And then third, and then the fourth question is to check whether tossing the coin. Tossing the coin. So first heading for the particular thing is heads or tail. So in order to do virtual image, I'm just going to put an image so that image just use image type for image source is equal to just given some image name, and then I give an id given, and then to flip the coin I just created a button called a button id that's flip. Okay, in order to give and we must count how many number of heads and how many number of tails. In order to do that, I just created a span of id is equal to number of heads, and it's assigning it towards first initiate towards 0, and then tail total is equal to span id of number of tails is equal to 0 initially. Next, I'm just going to create a call Java function. Now it's document get element by get element ID by flip, and then just going to given the event handler called it add event listener to click for the flip function, and then initially I'm saying var of heads and var of tails is equal to 0. So I'm just going to create a flip function. Then I'm just saying I'm going to for the two things in the coin has two sides, so I've used 2 into I'm just I'm calling the math of random, and then I'm just storing it to the pair of HT, and then I have used a switch case. The case is equal to 0, increment HS, and then it must display reflect back into the particular entry, so that document of determined by id is equal to number of heads. So number of heads is equal to it just shows heads, and then the second thing it shows the image of heads. Next one if it is tails, and then I'm just incrementing the tail value as 1, and then I'm just showing the image for the particular tail. Next question is to get the pizza order. So in order to get the pizza order, I'm just giving a heading called pizza order. I'm just setting field setup. So for a small pizzas, I'm just going to create a text box. For medium size pizzas, I'm setting the text box, and for the large pizza, I'm just setting the text box. I'm just giving the tips. How many tips you're going to pay in order to get that. I'm just going to set the radio buttons as 10%, 15%, 20%. I'm just naming the radio buttons value as 10, 15, and 20. Since it is different, so I'm just going to give the calculate, give the submit button in order to get the calculate order. Next, I'm just closing the field setup. Next, in order to get the cost of order, just for using the span of id is equal to 5. I'm just on the JavaScript language is for in JavaScript language. I'm just getting an order. In this also, we are going to get value from the user. So I'm just getting a JavaScript event handler or add event listener, and just click. Then I'm just using click, and then calling the function called order. In the order function, we're just going to get the values of values from for the small or even a large pizzas of into half, one and two, and then the tips, how many which tips the user is going to give, and then converting into pass interval. Document of the query selector of input type name is equal to tip, and then it's checked, which is checked. The value is passed to the tip, and then calculating the total. The half, if it's half, the particular, if the count is a 1 or 2, it's multiplying by 100. If it is a medium size pizza, it is 200. If it is a large size pizza, it's 400. And then it's and doing all the calculations, storing in total, and then we are going to add the tips. So totally into tip divided by 100. Since it is percentage, I'm converting to normal value and just storing it into the total tip. So I'm just going to assign the total tip into. I'm going to add the value total tip into total, assigning to the total. Now I'm going to get the output. So I'm just going to get document get element by id is equal to price. In HTML is equal to rupees is equal to, I'm just going to get the total level. Let me show how this program works. This is how it looks. I'm just going to give a HI, the longest word in the particular thing is shown. Now to get the now to get the BMI result, I'm just going to give 12 kgs. Meters is equal to some 120 meters. So it shows the BMI is this, so it's showing it's an underweight. So I just want to flower garden. It just shows in rows and columns. I just want to give 3 rows and 4 columns. Let me show you how it's going to plant. Yeah, okay. I just want to convert 12. Calculate. It's like because of same type it will showing wrong value. And then the next one is the coins. Into the coins, it shows tails. Tails because we got a hit, and then count is changed. And then I'm looking again. We're getting tails. Yeah, and again we're getting tail. We're getting images of tail. Let's get this one. Next time, I'm just going to give a pizza order. I want one small pizza, two medium sized pizzas, and one large pizza. So I'm just going to give want to get 10% I think in the calculated order. The cost order is 990 rupees. A simple and a function. We have seen different functions, different programs for a JavaScript using given handler. The given handler in this exercise. That's it. Thank you.